Welcome to Sweethearts Nite 2022 at Disneyland. My name's David Vaughn, and I'm so excited to show you this romantic evening filled with delicious food and heart-shaped experiences and just the overall enchanted romantic atmosphere that is this night. So let's get into it. Starting with the crowds to get into the park, and as you can see here, this is around 7 p.m. It did take us about 20 minutes to get to the front gate, but this night was sold out, so it makes sense that these crowds are here early and you get a few hours early into the park.
This is the commemorative keepsake that you get with your ticket. Basically, it's just a lanyard with the kind of cool textury feel. I don't know if you can kind of pick it up here, but I tried to see if it smelled like anything. It doesn't. I was kind of hoping for like roses or candy or something. It's just a lanyard. So we also got these maps, which I love getting maps. I don't know what I do with them. I just have them. That's every Disney fan. We just have maps. But it gives us the entire day of what we're going to be doing.
If you're new to this channel, you gotta smash that subscribe button. I cover all sorts of fun things to do at the Disneyland Resort, and there are tips that you do not want to miss. The biggest benefits for the Disneyland After Dark parties is that they're not very crowded and wait times are really short. We noticed they're about 10 to 15 minutes for most of the rides, sometimes even less. For some of the Fantasyland rides especially, it was great to pretty much walk on or not wait very long. And the map had more attractions than listed. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was open, including Rise of the Resistance for the first part, but it was limited hours and not open all night. But Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run was, even though it said it wouldn't be. Tons of rides were open, but Toontown was still off limits. Of course, there were times that felt a little bit busier than most, but then there were other times we just walked and there was no one around us. It was pretty awesome to be able to take pictures pretty much anywhere and video of all the different scenery around us. It really felt like a great, fun, but also romantic and whimsical feel to the evening. Live music was also a great touch during the night that you don't get normally during the day. It really brought the lands to life in a whole new way. Lots of romantic, fun feels throughout the night. Love seeing rare characters like these guys from The Rescuers. Oh, and Donald and Daisy in these outfits. Dapper Dans were also there singing throughout the night. They had different show times. Lots of warm and fuzzies from them as usual. Also an epic dance party in Tomorrowland that I thoroughly enjoyed. Not a ton of people dancing to it, but there were lots of people around the waltz area. In Fantasyland, there were tons of Disney princesses and princes waltzing around. Very Disney-esque, as you can see. Now, one of the most popular things about this night is the unlimited photo pass downloads. You can take pictures in romantic spots recreated from Disney movies all around the park. Now, the lines for these did get a little bit long at times, especially for the ones in front of the castle.
So these are Banana Foster's fritters, and these are at Royal Street Veranda in New Orleans Square. I had to get these because I love banana and fritters. Let's try this out. Looks so good. I'm so excited. Okay. Holy sh**. This is so bomb. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm obsessed. I almost dropped that. Do you know that I would have cried if I dropped that? That's how good this is. Okay, this is a 10 out of 10. I need to describe the flavor. Like, it's really doughy, and the banana is perfectly sweet. Nice and warm. Caramel, I mean, it's just pulls everything together. I'm eating these all by myself, so don't mind me. All right, so this is the ham and straw brie sandwich. Honestly, when I first heard about it, I was like, why? Because it has strawberries and ham, but looking at it in real life, it looks like glazed. It's also got like a Dijon balsamic. It just looks like a crazy concoction. All right, I tried to cut into this thing and it's tough, so pray for my teeth, but. I kind of dig it. Maybe strawberries and ham is a thing somewhere because, yeah, the flavors, they do work together. You know how ham has a sweet flavor to it, so with the strawberries have a light sweet flavor to it, and it just kind of comes together. Like, I guess pork and fruit works. You always eat it with applesauce, right? This might be the most difficult thing I've ever eaten at Disneyland. It's like a crazy peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And for my next trick, we're gonna eat a raspberry mousse heart. Looks pretty Minnie Mouse inspired with that bow, but let's dig into it. Ooh. All right, first bite. Just a little bit tart. Everything's really lightly sweet. I expected this to be a lot sweeter, I think. So this is supposed to be a creme brulee center, but it actually tastes a little bit more like tiramisu. I don't know, maybe, did they get the description wrong? No, they wouldn't have done that. It's almost like a really light cheesecake too. Got a little gold leaf on top too. That looks pretty real. I'm gonna eat it. I can taste if it's real gold. It's gold.
And at French Market Restaurant, we got heart-shaped beef short rib ravioli. This was so good. Probably the best savory dish we had all night. We loved how they were heart-shaped, really romantic, but the flavor was really good. Lots of savory, a little bit of perfectly salty, but the mushrooms and the shrimp brought it together well. And over at the Stage Door Cafe in Frontierland, we have strawberry cheesecake funnel cake. It's topped with strawberry sauce, cheesecake bites, and cream cheese drizzle. This was like full of surprises and so romantically shareable. If you have a sweet tooth, this is so perfect. That was a creamy flavor with crispy pieces of funnel cake. Seriously, heaven. And if you're looking for something to take home, you gotta stop by the Candy Palace on Main Street. They have the best handmade Valentine's Day sweets. I recommend the new cookie pies. They are so good and shareable. And what's a romantic evening at Disneyland without fireworks? They really nailed it with the romantic songs. You got all kinds of movies from Little Mermaid to Beauty and the Beast playing. It really brought together the night so well to see these fireworks up ahead. The show started about 9:30 and we only walked up about 10 minutes beforehand and were able to get some pretty good spots. But if you lined up a little bit earlier, you could be even closer to the castle for sure. But still, I mean, the fact that you can pay here and not have to wait hours to see this fireworks display, perfection.
And that's a wrap for my first ever Sweethearts Nite at Disneyland. And honestly, yeah, I felt the romance, not gonna lie. I think that anybody looking for a date night out at the park and not wanting a super crazy expensive ticket, but limited crowds, this was it. I mean, I think the people who don't come the most often and get to ride the rides with not very long wait times, they're the real winners of this one. I think the annual pass holders will really appreciate those. Some of the new photo ops, the character meets you got to see out there. Also, just the overall ambiance. I mean, there was like, the projection mapping was really cool. The fireworks was really intimate. It was nice to be able to pull up just a few minutes beforehand and just see everything all at once. I'm feeling a bit exhausted though, only just because it was just so much going on. We were bouncing around the park and just trying to do it all. What was my favorite part? Definitely eating, duh. I got to try all kinds of fun snacks and I hope they keep some of those or bring them back next year for Disneyland. Some of them should not have been this night only exclusives because they were really good. They were tasty stuff. If I could improve a couple things from tonight though, I'd probably change out what the keepsake was. They've had some really cool ones in the past, like the fanny pack for 90s night. Even if this was scented, that would have been a cool thing. A pin would have also been a really good idea, anything like that. I'd also change some of the lines. Some of the lines for the booths were really long, some of the photo ops. I don't know exactly how long, but I would guess some of them reached an hour at least because they were really winding around. They did a good job. Some of them had doubles, which was a fantastic job, but some of them, the really, really cool ones seem to only have one, especially right in front of the castle from what I could see. So we didn't do as much of those as we wanted, and I think that people coming here to ride the attractions and have the photo ops would kind of have to choose one or the other every now and then. Disneyland, if you're watching this, great job tonight. I cannot wait for the other Disneyland After Dark parties this year. We got Star Wars and Villains Night. Not in that order, actually. We got Villains Night first and then Star Wars, but I'm excited for those next, so we'll see how that goes.
Like I said, we got 2 more Disneyland After Dark events coming up. We got Villains Night at Disney California Adventure in April and Star Wars Night back at Disneyland in May. I cannot wait for these. Make sure you're subscribed and please like this video if you enjoyed it. My name's David Vaughn. Thanks so much for tuning in and have a magical day.